Other interesting cultural news, you have The View host Sunny Hostin saying that, well, African American and women might not be able to vote if they have to show an ID, showing how mentally vacuous she is, and I would also argue racist. Now, this comes to us thanks to the good old end wokeness, and when she says, quote, Sunny Hostin, quote, many blacks and women will not be able to vote if we require an ID, which, yeah. Again, this is also coming from The View, so it's mentally vacuous right off the bat. Although maybe she'll give us some very particular exact points of why. And maybe she'll have some logic in there. Obviously not, but we'll hear what she has to say.
People that don't have cars. People that don't have cars, don't have driver's licenses. So it's sort of a vestige of, I think, post-slavery laws where black people had to prove their right to vote, and oftentimes they couldn't vote because they couldn't pass some crazy test, or they didn't have the appropriate ID. It also affects women that are married. Maybe your passport reflects something that's different on your birth certificate or on your driver's license. So really, the bottom line is voter suppression, and I agree with him 100%. It's a brilliant notion that less voter ID laws allows more people to vote. And most democracies do it that way. We're the only ones that really don't do it that way.
Right.
She is as wise as she is beautiful. Haha. That's a pun on her attractiveness or lack thereof. Yeah, most developed countries around the globe, they all require voter ID. This is the biggest myth. They say, oh yeah, voter suppression. Yet I've yet to see a single legitimate person come on the TV and say, I'm an American citizen. I was not able to vote. If they had those people, they'd be showcasing them on CNN 24 hours a day. It doesn't happen. We all have IDs. You need them to do pretty much anything in the United States. From picking up, well, I guess maybe it's a little day to talk about a library book, although I still appreciate physical books. But if you need to do anything such as pick up medicine, buy alcohol, tobacco products, buy firearms, there are a myriad of things where you need an ID for. Pretty much to enter a club, I mean, to get a job. And she goes, oh yeah, they don't have IDs. This is the same stupid thing. I mean, they brainwash college kids. We see all these famous interviews. And I actually tried to try to promote one on YouTube. They didn't like that, so they struck that down. But yeah, it's one of those things where there's so many people that go, oh yeah, it's racist to ask for an ID. Yeah, spoiler, people of all nationalities, we get IDs just fine. My family came from Cuba. Guess what? We all have IDs. My neighborhood is very diverse, not only in the way that matters too, in terms of thought, although we all share the same morals. Got very lucky with this rental situation. But it's one of those things where, yeah, we all have IDs. We know how to go to the DMV. She says, oh, you might have a car. You know what everyone, for the most part, has? A smartphone. The smartphone saturation rate in the United States is nearly 100%. It's ridiculously high. You can do a lot of things from your phone. You can call an Uber. You can call a Lyft. You can walk to the library where they have free Wi-Fi when they complain, oh yeah, they might not have internet. The bigotry of low expectations is so viscerally disgusting. And I don't know if Democrats will ever learn. It's costing them votes. People are fed up with this crap. Though it still makes for vile entertainment. As you saw, it's got about 873,000 views, as well as, let's see how many likes she got today, 11,000 likes. Well, the first comments comes from Barefoot Pregnant saying, quote, everyone should have access to vote regardless of race or gender, which, well, obviously, I got 66 likes. I mean, yeah, no one is arguing that. It's just having an ID, which is the easiest thing to get. And then she's saying, oh yeah, the name might change. We all have birth certificates. It's pretty easy to show. Again, I don't think I'll ever get this far, but you can show a marriage certificate. We all have those. Well, I don't. I'm still single for now. But someday, maybe. But nevertheless, you have Brina Mariano saying, quote, as a woman, I'm offended by Sunny thinking that we're all just stupid as she is. Getting 1.5 thousand likes. Libercrap Media TM says, quote, unreal, they love lying. And say, Mimi says, quote, I'm so ignorant and wrong, I'm going to be loud about it too. Getting 378 likes. Jay says, soft bigotry of low expectations, aka racist. Getting 343 likes. Might get 344 likes. Whoa, 45 going up like stock. Well, not stocks these days, but some days. Yeah, Paul Tsuzupa saying, quote, Sunny Hostin doesn't even have a high opinion of black people or women, getting 1.4 thousand likes. Sean Farhish says, quote, black people don't have IDs? Sunny Hostin is such a racist, getting 4.6 thousand likes. Yep. Spoiler alert, they do. We all do. I also have Tommy Sotomayor saying, quote, "This is a lawyer, people, a lawyer with a white mom, LL, getting 789 likes." Crazy Moment says this. They show the age of voters, of Biden voters, and they claim someone 360 years old voting. One person apparently voted for Biden with that age. I mean, shoot. Grandpa always, I mean, the old joke is Grandpa always voted Republican his whole life until he died. They voted Democrat. But yeah, that's a couple million. They got 100, again, it is annoying. There's no URL or reference in terms of a source. It looks like it's just a screenshot. But it got 202 likes. Let's see here. Crazy Moment says, Honey Houston says Democrats don't want voter ID because it's too hard for elderly women and poor people to get them. She also says most Democrats don't require voter ID. Sunny is insane. Then they have a list of this from Fox Business. Somehow some business. I can't believe that. But nevertheless, a reference from Fox Business that says, quote, countries who require voter ID. Which, yeah, spoiler, it's pretty much all of them. Literally. From Pakistan to Sweden to Germany to Australia, Luxembourg, which I think people forget as a country, Switzerland, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Korea, well, South Korea, Czech Republic, Israel, Portugal, Estonia, Slovenia. Yeah, pretty much the whole civilized world require voter ID, except some states. Though, I suppose you could argue that some Democrat states are such dystopian hellholes with crime and other corruption that they are becoming third world countries, in which it wouldn't make sense for them not to have voter ID. I could understand that argument. Now, that picture got 1.6 thousand likes. You also have Samuel Ray saying, quote, The View requires voter ID for their live audience. According to Sunny Hostin, this means they do not want black people in their audience, getting 547 likes, which, it's hilarious. It's also funny to think that the DNC convention or the Democrat convention, in order to get in there, you have to show a, you guessed it, ID. So, yeah, this myth, they're going to, I don't think they're going to learn. I mean, they've been pushing this crap for years. Let's see here. It's just more, street interviews or people are asking people, where to get an ID. And of course, everyone with Malcolm Intelligence says, I have an ID, I know where to get them. But let me know, do you think they'll ever stop driving this narrative? I mean, I think the average American is tired of it. They see right through it. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.